Hi everyone, it's very nice to see you again with another video. Today we are taking a tuk-tuk ride or a three-wheeler ride to Sigiriya. So Sigiriya is also known as Lion Rock, and it is one of the Sri Lanka's most beautiful and famous historical landmark and a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in central Matale district near Dambulla Sigiriya village. This ancient rock fortress is a unique combination of natural and human-made features, as well as its historical and archaeological significance make it special. So today we started our journey from Matale town and we came by a van. Then we stopped at the main parking lot and we decided to take a tuk-tuk ride to go near the ticketing center to enter the Sigiriya rock fortress. There are two main ways that you can go from this parking lot. First, you have to park your vehicle in the parking lot, and there are two options as I mentioned earlier. One, you can take a tuk-tuk or a three-wheeler to go near the ticketing office. The other one is that you can walk very close to 1.5 miles, I believe. If you are good in like walking, or you like to get some exercise, so you can pick that option. You can walk to Sigiriya ticketing office on foot. Let's see what we can see from here. After we bought our tickets, we decided to climb the Sigiriya rock. So I'm going to do this trip or the tour like two separate videos. In my first video, I would like to tell you what you have to keep in mind when you're visiting Sigiriya. So this takes a lot of physical effort. Climbing Sigiriya is kind of like a moderately strenuous activity that you have to climb. Like the Sigiriya rock rises 200 meters, so and it involves a lot of like climbing stairs and navigating steep sections. So you have to make sure that you are physically prepared for that and you are wearing comfortable footwear. Sometimes the climbing to this rock can be too exhausting, and if you are deciding to climb the Sigiriya rock in the daytime, like in the noon, it will be really hot. So I highly recommend you to start your trip right around 7:30 in the morning, or a little bit late in the afternoon if you like, but you have to be very careful with wild elephants. So the other thing is, like as I mentioned you, the best time to visit, like early morning or late afternoon are ideal times to visit to avoid both heat and the crowd. Sometimes the site can be get crowded, especially during peak tourist season, especially December to March. So it will take like 2-3 hours to explore Sigiriya. It depends on how fast you walk. And sometimes you have to carry some cash, maybe as like a local currency or dollars when you climb Sigiriya rock. If you are a foreigner, you have to buy the foreign tickets, so it gets like international tourist rate. It depends on what time you go, so please Google it before you go there. If you're hiring a local tourist guide tour guide. I highly recommend it because you can gain deeper insight into the historical and significant features of this site. Guides are usually available at the entrance, but it's wiser to agree on the price before you starting your tour. So I highly recommend that. Please have a conversation about the rate and prices before you starting your journey. And you can find a licensed guide, especially from the site. If you go and Google it, you can get more information on that. The next thing you have to keep in your mind is that you have to stay hydrated when you climb, during your climb to the Sigiriya rock. So I highly recommend you to carry a backpack with you because there are monkeys. So we have to be very careful when we are like carrying open food containers or packets with you. So I think it's better to keep them in your backpack so it's safer for you and you will not fall into unnecessary problems. So as I mentioned you earlier, I always recommend you to take your own water bottles. You can buy water bottles on your way, but you have to spend more money on that. So it's wiser to be prepared and have some water bottles, drinks, juices, or whatever the things you like with you, and some snacks also. If you are going like during the daytime, I highly recommend that you have to apply sunscreen, and it's always better to wear a hat and have an umbrella in your backpack too, because sometimes unpredictably it will rain, so it's always better to have an umbrella and a hat with you. So camera, you have to bring your own camera because Sigiriya offers a beautiful photo opportunities for you to take, especially from the top of the Sigiriya rock. You will see a panoramic view. So I highly recommend you to bring your own cameras. At the same time, please try to wear modest dress while you are climbing up the Sigiriya rock, because it is like not a really religious site, but it's a good practice to dress modestly, not like really open clothes when visiting a cultural site in Sri Lanka. At the same time, they highly expect you to preserve the ruins, like avoid touching the frescoes or climbing on the ancient walls. This site is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so be respectful of its historical significance. If you bring snacks and water bottles with you, please make sure that you dispose your trash properly. On our way, we have seen some trash cans from here and there that you can dispose your garbage. A little bit ago, you saw a monkey running, passing. So you can expect those kind of things. So be careful when you eat. You can eat, but you have to be really alert to the surrounding. So if you see monkeys very close to you, you can pass that area and you can pick another area to stop and enjoy your snack. We bought our tickets, and so we are now starting to climb the ancient historical site. So you have to walk nearly I think 1 mile along this road, then you will see the Sigiriya rock. So I will give you a little bit time to enjoy the beauty of this environment. I encourage you to bring your own camera, but I forgot to tell you that there may be some areas that there are restrictions for taking pictures. For example, like near the frescoes, sometimes you will not be able to take pictures. They will not allow you to do that. So you have to be very careful about your safety. Please watch your step. The steps and the paths can be steep and slippery, especially after a rain. Always be careful and use handrails where available. I highly recommend you to stay on marked paths. Stick to the designation pathways and areas to avoid accidents and to preserve the site. Especially keep your belongings with you, secure them, and avoid carrying too much valuable stuff with you while climbing. When I was a child, I climbed Sigiriya one time, and at that time I was wearing a gold bracelet that is really important to me, but when I climbed down, accidentally it slipped from my wrist, and I tried to find it, but I never found that, and I was really upset about my bracelet. And from there I learned a good lesson not to carry really valuable stuff. You will be able to see the Sigiriya rock now, so let's continue our journey until we reach the Sigiriya rock. Some tour operators offer packages that include a visit to Sigiriya and other nearby attractions like Polonnaruwa, Anuradhapura, Dambulla, Habarana, and other beautiful areas. We can go and see Kandadam also if you like. It's a nice lake. So these packages typically include transportation, entry fees, and a guide. So if you are a person traveling from another country, this can be a convenient option if you plan to visit multiple places in a day. In Sri Lanka, many tuk-tuk drivers also offer informal tour guide services. If you are taking a tuk-tuk to Sigiriya, you can also ask your driver if they can guide you through the site or recommended someone, but you have to be very careful and mindful about the person you are asking support. If you are not comfortable enough asking help from a tuk-tuk driver, there's another online platform. You can book a guide in advance through online travel platforms or tour operators. Often offer group or private guide tours to Sigiriya that include transportation, a guide, and sometimes meals. I hope that you enjoyed my first video to Sigiriya, and hope to see you again in another video, Sigiriya Part 2.